A short conversation with an expert, a thought leader, or doer in the realm of innovation for the built environment. My name is Jeff Echols. I am a senior advisor and the head of marketing for Shadow Partners. And this conversation today is an encore presentation of my in-person interview, my in-person conversation with Marc Goldman in San Francisco at AIA National. Marc is the director of AEC Solutions for Esri, and we sat down in San Francisco to talk about understanding data. There's so much data out there. We use data in so many ways. We gather so much data. How do we understand what that data actually means? I think this is a fascinating conversation, so enjoy it, and I will be back with another Shadow Shorts tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to Shadow Shorts. My name is Jeff Echols. I'm Senior Advisor and Head of Marketing for Shadow Partners, and I am joined today by Marc Goldman. Hey, Marc.
Hey, Jeff.
Marc is a, why don't you tell us who you
myself,
are?
Yes. I'm, amongst other things, I'm the Director of AEC Industry Solutions at Esri, and a longtime contributor to the AEC industry in general through a bunch of roles over the many years.
Yeah. I mean, you said amongst other things. There is a long list of other things that you're involved with. What else are you doing?
Just in the last year, I have become pretty active in a number of industry associations. Building Smart, I'm on one of the steering committees for infrastructure, and also involved in the working group on digital twins and GIS and BIM. I'm a co-chair of a digital twin BIM committee through National Institute of Building Sciences. I am very active in the Digital Twin Consortium, co-chairing the AECO committee, and an avid cyclist, and trying to earn my private pilot's license.
Nice. All right. I need to ride home, by the way.
Okay, well, I'm not ready yet. No,
Okay.
no passengers yet. Sorry.
Next time.
Yeah.
So you mentioned digital twins.
Yep.
And a lot of the things that you mentioned are very data heavy. The GIS, the BIM, it's all that's the industry, right?
It really is.
That's what we're running on now. And so one of the things that you and I, when we were talking yesterday, you were talking about data and graphs and understanding, right? Because we're collecting data, we're inputting data, but what do we do with it? How do we understand it? So can you tell me a little bit about what you were telling me yesterday in terms of what do you do with all that data?
Yeah, I mean, it's really an interesting time. I'm seeing a real shift from heavy file-based workflows, whether it's CAD files or BIM files or spreadsheets or even images that get generated into files, to really being data that we access through services and then combine those to glean the insights that we need to make decisions. So, whether it's Autodesk with a new product called Forma that is very much moving away from files into truly data, GIS, which since really its inception has been all about files and layers of data that you bring together and combine and run reports on. And you might generate a map file, you might use shape files to exchange with other folks, but these days it's really all about the data that resides on servers and pulling what you need from a specific region, a specific query, and again, just being able to make decisions based on data, not files that you then need to interpret.
Yeah. So we're not going to turn the camera around because we'll get all washed out and backlit, but we're in San Francisco right now. It's an incredible view out here. We're in San Francisco because AIA, American Institute of Architects, their annual conference on architecture is going on right now. And yesterday I was walking the floor. I know you were as well. And I was trying to pay attention to what are the booths, who are the vendors that people are paying the most attention to, where are the biggest lines, beyond what somebody's giving away, et cetera, right? The socks or t-shirts or Legos or whatever. And
I didn't see Legos.
I'll tell you where they are. I think predictably there are a lot of people at the booths that claim something to do with AI, generative design, like you said, BIM or GIS or anything like that. That's the world that we're in. That's the world where practice is happening right now. The deliverables are coming out of that. But when you're talking about what do you do with that data, to me, when we're talking about innovation in the built environment, that has to be part of the next steps.
Yeah.
Because for a long time we've collected that data And, if we're honest about it, and some of the Shadow Ventures portfolio companies, of course, they're based on data, but they're also, how do we use this data? Project management tools, which is not what you're talking about, or it's not your realm, but project management tools. Hey, we collect all this data, but we don't ever do anything with it. We put it in a spreadsheet and it goes there to die.
And then we do our next project and we don't refer to it because it's just some static file, typically, or data that is not consumable, or we don't know how to consume it for the next project to learn from it. And yeah, I think that we're at a tipping point where the massive amounts of information that we have collected over the years is becoming this repository that we tap into through AI, through large learning models, through things like knowledge graphs that we talked about yesterday, connecting data sets that historically didn't have a common key or a common field that you could connect them, but you explicitly define relationships between data sets that help you understand things that are related, but you didn't know how to connect them previously. I think that's happening. A couple of the booths that I stopped by, just to echo what you said, they are moving from files to data. They're using their data sources to help make better decisions in the next project. A construction company might have decades of schedules that they've created over the years for projects. They know whether or not those projects were delivered successfully through a number of metrics, but they start over with just the same template. They don't necessarily pull from that data to make better decisions on the next project. And that's I think, something of the past. I think that we're going to finally figure out these treasure chests of data that we've been storing on hard drives are now available to be tapped into, a la ChatGPT and more customized solutions.
Different open AIs and such. I agree. And again, just looking around yesterday, there are plenty of people looking at different products, manufacturers, et cetera, which makes complete sense because of where we are and who's here. But we're talking about innovation in the built environment, which is what you care about. It's what we at Shadow care about. I think you're exactly right. It's what are we going to do? How do we use this efficiency, richness, et cetera, et cetera. So I love these kinds of conversations. I appreciate you joining me for this one today.
Fun to do.
If you're out there watching this either live or in the future, in a time-shifted version, if you value conversations like this, coming up later this year in October, we're going to host Shadow Summit. And I just popped the URL up on the bottom left of your screen right now, shadowsummit.com. One thing that really sets Shadow Summit apart is it's designed to be intimate, 200, 250 people, probably max. And the conversations are not surface level conversations. They're conversations like these that go even deeper into what do we do with this? Here's what happened in terms of innovation in the built environment throughout 2023. Here's what's coming, what you need to plan for, what you need to budget for in 2024. Those are the conversations that are going to happen at Shadow Summit in Atlanta, October 25th and 26th. So if you want to know more about that, we're actively updating the website now with schedules and room blocks and all of those good logistical things. So go to shadowsummit.com. And I'll be back Monday. Today's Friday, right? I'll be back Monday for another Shadow Short. Mark, thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
It's been
really
a lot
fun
of fun
talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, we may sit up here for a while.
Grab a cup of coffee or something.
We might. Or something. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.